greet our friends everywhere with Chapter 9 of Thunder in the Heather, the story of John Knox. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and is brought to you from the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
To be entering London as Queen of England. Oh, it is like a dream.
And you have a royal welcome, Your Majesty.
I pray my welcome from you, sir, and from the Parliament of England will be as warm as this.
How can you doubt it?
It is not hard. I am not a young woman, Lord Somerset, and I have lived long enough to see the stars of many women rise and fall in the court of England.
Yet I trust your star will shine long in English skies.
My mother suffered all her life because of her marriage to King Henry VIII. He did all he could to discredit her and to remove my rights to the crown.
And yet today is your coronation day. It is God's will that has prevailed.
And I trust will prevail. I pray for this land that my reign will begin England's return into the fold of the Holy Roman Church.
The laws of Parliament have assured freedom of religion in England, Your Majesty. There is no one to stop you praying.
You forget yourself, Lord Somerset.
I meant no offense, Your Majesty.
Let it be hoped you did not. I am Queen. Surely you do not forget that. And what I do for the good of this land.
I'm hungry, Mom. I'm tired. When are we going to have supper?
In a while. Go and play, Anne.
I don't want to play. I'm hungry.
Supper will be ready in a while. Now go outside.
Where did Daddy go?
And go outside.
When's Daddy coming back?
I don't know. Who is it?
Don't know.
Oh, Mr. Knox, they've come for my husband.
I was just in the square and heard his name read. These are black days with that Jezebel of England on the throne.
Is there any chance that he might be spared?
Only if he rejects the true gospel of Jesus Christ and promises to return to the murder in Kirk. Madam, we must pray for him, that his faith does not fail.
I cannot pray. I'm so full of hatred and grief.
We must pray. Your husband is called to give his life for the word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ. You must not dishonor his name by a rebellious heart. There is grace with God and mercy, madam. You will suffer more than he.
No. Oh, God help me. God have mercy. Oh, come, Philip. Is this any way to treat a queen and your bride?
I am sorry, Mary. Shall I call in the musicians?
No, surely your wife can raise your spirits. What is wrong?
Let's not think of troubles, Mary. Come over here.
You must tell me what you were thinking.
No.
I command you.
I was thinking about the burning of all those English heretics.
Indeed. I am sorry that you have so little else to think about. We are together, and you think of that grisly business.
But it is more than grisly business, as you call it.
What do you mean?
My dearest, you know that I am as true a son of the church as you. And there is nothing that would be better for this country than to return to its fold. But this persecution against the Protestants...
What else can I do? There is no other way. The young Edward permitted Protestant heresy to make deep furrows up and down this land. If they must be filled in with the ashes of heretics, they must. But one day England will no longer be divided by this wicked strife, and I live for that day.
But there is such danger of turning the people against you, and... Wait, where are you going?
To my chambers. At least my ladies do not presume to rule my kingdom.
No, please, Mary. Stay here with me. I am sorry. I should not have troubled you about the sorry business.
You have a tender heart, Philip, and I love you. I should not have become angry, but it is a cause of concern to me also. Only yesterday I had reports of Protestants fleeing the country. They will make poor ambassadors in Europe.
Let us not think of it, my Queen. Soon England will be purged of her heretics, and you will be remembered not only as the first Queen of England, but the holiest and the greatest.
Oh, Mr. Knox, you look so tired from your journey.
I have suffered much affliction of the flesh as well as anguish of the mind.
Berwick is a sad place these days, Mr. Knox. You'll not find much here to cheer you.
There is little cheer the length and breadth of this sad land. And why in the days of God's visitation should there be rejoicing?
Marjorie, bring Mr. Knox some soup. He looks faint.
I cannot eat. Dinna bring it.
Oh, you're ill.
No, it's only the same pain I've had for years. It will pass in a minute.
Dear.
Some of the men from the kirk are waiting to see you, Mr. Knox. Perhaps I should tell them you're not feeling well.
Oh, no. Did I come all this way from London to see my friends, to send them away when I get here? Please, ask them to come in.
Oh, are you sure? They could come tomorrow when you feel better.
Madam, I am waiting for my friends.
I'll send them in, Mr. Knox.
Clear, Mr. Knox, that England is no place for you. Why, it's a divine miracle that you've escaped the stake this long. And what good will your ashes be when a voice is needed again in this land?
You must flee to Scotland. Risky as it is there, you'll be safer than in England.
Better than Scotland, you could go to Dieppe. There's a whole community of English refugees there, waiting out the time of persecution to return home.
Yes, Dieppe would be even safer than Scotland, and you'd be able to preach freely there. The hearts of those poor homesick English could use a lifting.
And am I to be a coward and flee when so many have patiently suffered martyrdom?
And what would it do to those of us who live and wait and hope to hear of your burning?
God would keep me for the battle.
But you are ill.
And tired from your endless travel and preaching.
5 years have passed since last I saw Scottish shores.
And you'd still not be safe in Scotland. You must go to the continent, rest and recover your strength.
Yet I know I shall return by God's grace, to come to battle with the hosts of the devil before all the conflict is ended. My prayer to God is that I may be restored to the battle, my brethren. I am ready to suffer more than either poverty or exile for that doctrine of grace of which I am a witness.
Tis a fine day.
Aye.
It is too bad you have to leave so soon. Mother was hoping you would stay and take a longer rest with us.
Well, I leave tomorrow.
Yes.
I wonder about your feelings.
My feelings?
Is it any mind to you if I go?
Oh, well, I'm sorry you have to go, of course.
I'm a man with little time for fussing, Marjorie Bowes.
Yes?
And I'm sorry I have not been able to court you in a proper way. But your mother tells me you're not against marrying.
Not?
And I've thought, since I left Berwick, that you'd make a good wife for a man. Well?
Yes,
Of course I can't marry you now, and I'd like to take you with me. The times are dangerous for travel. But I will come back and marry you, Marjorie Bowes, if you wait.
I have waited long enough to have news of this man. Is there no one that can tell the Queen of England who this madman is? He signs his pamphlet J. Knox. Well, what is that to me?
Madam, he is an insignificant man and does not deserve your attention.
Insignificant, is he? Lord Rivers informs me he was a chaplain at court when young Edward was king.
He now hides in Dieppe. What harm can he do there, in that muddle of exiles?
What harm? Listen, and I will read you what harm. Mary Tudor, Jezebel, Queen of England. An open traitress to the imperial crown of England. Destroyer of the nobility, spoiler of them and theirs. Decayer of the treasures, navy, and fortifications of the realm. Abasers of the commoners, overthrower of Christianity and God's true religion. How dare he?
He is a marked man. If ever he should set foot in this land, he will burn.
I cannot understand the times. A man as base as he defies both Pope and Queen of England, and yet he lives. And it is worse in Europe.
Yes, madam.
Germany is in an uproar over that heretic monk, Father Luther. And Switzerland is a stronghold of heresy. Why, I have reports that there is not a mass said in the whole city of Geneva.
Yes, madam.
Oh, and this stupid little Scottish priest is permitted to write wicked violence against the Queen of England. And all you can say is, yes, madame. Oh, leave me, Lord Somerset. I am not well.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
And send Philip to me.
Yes, madam.
Somerset, a word.
I thought you were out of favor with the Queen.
I am. But I was invited back to court for the wedding of my cousin Catherine.
You should have stayed away. Things go on the same here.
Perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
I have news that the English exiles in Dieppe multiply plots for the death of the Queen. They have many supporters in England.
Any of the nobility?
I do not know. Some of the exiles are nobles.
It's no good. Only a civil war could save England now. And the people are not ready for that.
Perhaps you underestimate the people.
Oh, no. Any Englishman is far more ready to sacrifice his private opinions than to endanger the unity of his country. You can count on that.
One other thing could save England.
And that is?
The death of Mary.
And so we conclude Chapter 9 of Thunder in the Heather, the story of John Knox. This has been another in the series Stories of Great Christians, and is produced in the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.